make the channel froze. I'm really who the panel chose. Put my name up like a banner boat. Acting tough and I'ma let her go. Name her who got a better flow. She can hang it up just like a telephone. Stick me up with the cost 10K to let it come see it. Hands down, yeah, make it come treat it. Spin, make it come beat it. I want the new in the machine out. Jewelry be cold like the temperature 0. I'm the hardest, they call me the hero. Heavy then they know what I be on. I'm the best, I'm the best, and you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my way up, get on go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, I'm the best, and you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my way up, get on go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold.
My God, oh God, this is son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes better. Why these tell me? You can join the journey, you is worthy. Just allow me, no. Kicking down your door. Bloodsuckers, I see this industry is filled with sheep. People that pretend to be something that they will never be. Oh my, I just need some little old peace of mind. The sons of kings, the ghouls, the gods. The moon, the light, the fools, the fogs. My God, oh God, this is son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes, baby. I can never be controlled. Let them know. 500 helicopters driving me gunso. But they want you just to envy. Let them see it. I'm the first to say it, now it's time you just believe it. I got too many fakes, made lots of foes. These people cold. Talk down your dreams because they know they can't come close. Don't shake no hands, they'll steal your friends. I walk alone. I see both sides of other titles. You need to grow. Have you lost your mind? But I ain't like the others no more. God, I'm learning lessons as I go. You're only wasting time. Tell the devil there's a door. Praying God is only trying to test me for the throne. You'll always want more. My God, oh God, this is son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes better.
Let's go. I am the prince. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I am the prince. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the prince. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I am the prince of all time. Said I'm coming for everything. You good, but to be great, you gotta have confidence. The next level was legend. You gotta have accomplishments. In any league, they consider it.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Today, we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Tennessee Titans and the Baltimore Ravens. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And they'll begin by running the option. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Throwing is Jackson. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Jackson on first down. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Rolling to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. The Ravens sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Jackson. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Credit the sack there to Harold Landry. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
And the kick is good. He needed a little help there from the crossbar, but the carom goes his way. But for almost 8 years, 64 stood as the NFL record for the longest field goal. That has since been eclipsed. It's now 66, but still 64-yarder. Pretty impressive, CD.
Absolutely agree with that, because if you drill a 60-yarder in an NFL game, you've got a lot to be proud of, record or no record. And only a handful of guys can even attempt it. Excellent job there, putting that one through the pipes.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. 2nd down. Willis looks to throw here. This will go to Henry out wide. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
In motion left goes a tight end. Willis now off of play action. He'll buy some time right. Throw right side complete to Carter. Finding room at midfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
1st and 10, Willis. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
A 1st down carry for Henry. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd and 9, Willis finding Taysom Hill complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 17-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Inside handoff, Henry. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Willis on 3rd and goal.
And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. They wind up with 6 on the hookup there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
4th down, Willis.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Taysom Hill, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there, and that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Christian Fulton. And the Titans are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And nowhere to run for Willis. He goes down.
Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack.
Tough spot for Willis and the Titans, now facing 3rd and long following the sack.
Now back to throw.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Samson Ebukam. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. Harold Landry able to record his 5th sack of the season. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 27, Willis. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. 3rd down, it's Willis. And this a quick slant to Lockett. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 16. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack, because remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
Lutz with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Michael Pittman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are back within a score. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they were trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time. I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
From the 45 on second down, Willis. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Jackson now off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Willis on 1st and 10. Over the middle into the hands of Burks. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now he's getting the ball to start the second half. How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing on 2nd and long. Willis, it's a slant to Hill. Finding space at the 40. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? That they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Willis. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. He's going to have the first down and then some. Big strides, look at him go. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. Dobbins will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Edwards will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. A strong run there, boy, when he gets it, especially around the goal line, like a bull in a china shop.
And none of us ever want to confront that bull in any china shop, do we? Any more than we want to confront him. Got behind his pads, ran with power, and got into the end zone.
What an asset around the goal line, a guy like that.
It's almost like a safety blanket, isn't it? When all else fails, hand it to this big back and let him power his way forward.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Henry up the middle. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
To the air on 1st down, here's Willis. On the screen, this is Evans. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
To throw again on 2nd down. Willis. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll be brought down at the 27. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Willis on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. To throw is Jackson. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now a good job shifting right, finding his target. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 44 yards.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
They'll try to pound it in with Ricard. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Again, it's Ricard, the fullback. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year, his 5th overall. And the Ravens are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Willis will look to throw on 1st down. It's caught. Lockett. From the 38, Willis. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
In motion comes the tight end left. On 3rd down, it's Willis. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he is going to pick up the Titans' 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Willis now off play action. He'll get that one to Carter complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. and probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Willis. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Willis from the gun on 3rd down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Tyler Lockett, 42 yards. And the Titans have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Lutz good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They go play action with Jackson. Out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. They'll go again with Dobbins. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Titans are right back in this football game. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 2nd and 9, Willis escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Now they'll look to Willis to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to look downfield for Henry. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And in this situation with the lead, 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Another run here with Dobbins. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 49 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
Here's Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. Tucker's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Throwing, Willis.
He's got Henry. They find some open field here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Here's Willis.
He's got a man, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Now Willis.
That's caught at the 1. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown. Probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Lutz to try to end the PAT. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So the clock sits at 16 seconds as they line up for the onside kick. And who's got it? I think the Ravens do, yes. And they're going to win this football game. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Jackson's throw into the hands of Pittman here. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to swell the lead to 6. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown.